they just helped, well, they have a black diamond underneath them, they're Hawaiian blue diamond, a black diamond makes $1.5 million underneath them. They just broke another Hawaiian blue diamond, they have 700 employees, this couple. So if you're busy, that's what we're looking for, right? And they've got probably 20 diamonds, which is $250,000 and above underneath them in Canada, but they'd all started at a little tasting party like this, and there were 1,000 people this weekend. So, you know, now we flew private from Canada to California, then we went to a commercial flight for my neighbor Matt. I went to his place in Detroit, his sister passed away, so I went to his funeral, and then we came home. But point is that I'm not gonna tell you that there's no effort in it. I got the 17,000 a week going around my town in Lantana, Florida, calling up, what's your name?
Jerry.
Jerry, I'm coming over, I got something I gotta show you, and if I was you, I'd take the weight loss product, drink it with a vanilla bean, have a taste. Would you agree every minute of the day there's a weight loss commercial going on? Would you agree that that's a happening industry? How would you ever get started in that? You'd have to put in probably $1 million at least to come up with the infomercials and the TV and everything you have to do to get started. Would it really work? I don't know. With only the juice, I've helped 64 friends make $1 million. You know what are the odds if you and your, let's just say us three threw in some money. What are the odds 5 years down the road? All three of us made $1 million. Not too good.
No.
64 friends with no risk, no overhead, no nothing, just calling you up saying, hey, what do you think about if we put this together, we all work together, who do you know? You got different people in your cell phone, and then here's what I did. So I went over there, drank, and I looked you in the eye and said, hey, is there anything you can't get doing what you're doing?
Amen.
In your career, are you mad that you can't get something? You know, for me, 24 years I wanted to bring my wife home from work. I was so mad that I could not bring her home. I was every week for 24 years, she threw 3 to 4. They told me now they have 8-day trips. Can you imagine your spouse leaving 8 days? 3 to 4 days every 24 years. I got 4 kids. Couldn't get her home. 6 weeks, we replaced their income in Monty. Is there anything you want? Would you like to get out of debt, retire young, put your kids' college education, get out of rush hour? I don't know what do you want.
Yeah, rush
If
hour.
they say yes, you got anyone else coming to you that says they'll help you and we can work together? If not, I know you might be mad, because I was mad that I had to do it, but I had no other options, so I did it. So you get started, the sooner you sign up, my wife and I are gonna be putting, just like Jim and Carrie, we're putting people, slamming them right, slamming them left. The next person we sponsor tomorrow, you can make up to $10,000 a week and you don't have to know. Just because I knew them. I sponsored a couple that my kids babysat for. I actually walked their dog in the hurricane, because in hurricane season they would fly out because they were rich. They would call me. I mean, who do you call to walk your dog in a hurricane? Your doctor? Your dentist? Your banker? You sit there with your wife in the hurricane where you're looking over. What was that hurricane when we were hung over? For like about, we didn't have a hangover, but it hung over our town. For, you know, we probably had a hangover, whatever. It was hanging around for a long time. Remember that one? That was one of the last ones. And they said, so you're sitting there and you're flown out of the town, you know, they're up in Georgia, looking at it, and they're like, holy cow, I didn't know it was going to hang over this long. That's 3 or 4 days. We need someone to walk our dog. Who do you call? It's got nothing better to do. Steve! That's who they call. Me. They put 100 people in 5 days. Just broke a royal black diamond in Malaysia.
Wow.
Did I know that when I called them? I just called them up, right? They actually said they wouldn't come. If you have anyone that didn't come, 3 times they said they would come, they didn't show up. I'll tell you this much, I found a bunch more friends in the business too, because when you help people make $1 million, even 100,000, my mother-in-law is making 3,000 a week. If she can do it, anyone in this room can do it. It's embarrassing if anyone isn't. So I'm just telling you, if she can do it. So you start moving up to, like, I'm her best brother-in-law, you know what I'm saying? You get on the best friends list. All I did was that, like, I broke out of here, and then all I would do was call my friends, and then I would call my friends' friends. So, your name again? Jerry. Jerry. See, I don't even remember names, and I'm the top guy, right? Normally you have some guy that's great. I'm not a Tony Robbins, okay? Jerry. Now, how usually I remember them in my skee ball was I kept repeating their names. So Jerry, right? I would say, hey, Jerry. Forgot now. Jim, all right? Jerry. Yeah, right? Hey, Jim, this is Steve. You don't know me, but Jerry, I'm sitting here. He's a friend of mine. He says you're really sharp. You own a pest control business. And we're onto something, we got to come over, want you to take a look at it. And we go over there together, we drink the vanilla bean, say, Jim, you know anyone that's doing pest control 20 years longer than you? Do they have any more freedom than you got? I mean, do they, like, they don't have to show up for a month? Okay? Would you ever want to get free? I think of it all the time. Hey, you anyone else telling you they can get you free? No? Look it. And I show them even the pictures of the magazine and say, hey, look it. Monavy's helped 105 people make $1 million. Steve and Gina, 64 of the 105. Here's the pictures. When I got it, no pictures. Who's helping you? This guy named Charlie. He's my friend's friend. He got his picture? No. And they still got in. But I just would go help my friend, make a call, go to the house, and that's what I would do. Same as I worked this Saturday and Sunday, I would do the same thing on Friday. I had to use my spare time. Instead of watching TV, I went to my friend Matt. Man, is anything you're looking for you can't get doing what you're doing? You know what? You know what? Kim and I were talking about that, watching TV. For the last 2 years, we've been saying, there's got to be something else out there. TV's getting pretty bad. If it's a good cause, I mean, it's like the next person that called them for something was they were going to get doing with. That's what they said. I mean, weren't like, people think Matt and I were some great friends. No, I was as busy as you were. I got 4 kids, he's got 4 kids. We're all he's collecting for his construction company. I'm trying to make a living, making t-shirts, right? And so we weren't like great friends. Now we are, because we got freedom and time. But I'm just saying that. So I would go to Jim and I'd say, Jim, me and Jerry are putting this together. Weight loss is in. You know it is $100 million every day. How else are we going to get in? Come on, let's get in with us. We'd sign you up. Jim, you know Lee? Who do you know? Who would you like to be in business with you, but you can't? So I call, hey Lee, this is Steve. You don't know me, but I'm a friend of Jim's. Jim says you're really sharp. You're cranking in your career, right? Lee was a truck driver, so hey, I'm not going to say, hey, I heard you're the best truck driver. I'm going to say, hey, look, he says you're really sharp. We're on to something. We want to come over and show you. At your office, where are you at? Boom, we're over there to Lee's house. That's how I built my business. And then I would have a flyer. Where's that thing for tomorrow? I have a flyer like this for like tomorrow's meeting. Okay? And then everywhere we went, we would say, hey Lee, I know that you don't know where Jerry lives, but we're going to have a tasting party at Jerry's house, like I said, my house, on next Thursday. And then I would, between now and Thursday, I'd help as many people as I could to Jerry so they could either get in right now. And remember, whoever signs up before the tasting party, you get up to $10,000 a week before the people. Whoever gets underneath, just like my 2 brother-in-laws get paid up to $10,000 a week because they signed up before the couple that my kids babysat for. They got a business around the world. They don't even know the people. Okay? So Jerry might sign up right then, but he might say, I'll wait till the tasting party. But whoever gets in first, start filling out your form, because when you see a meeting like this, everybody's getting in there, everybody. So then I would do the same thing there, and everywhere I'd go, I'd say, hey, Jim, you know where Jerry, so that's where we're going to be at. Now, Lee, you don't know, but here's where we're going to be at. And he'd have a copy, and then he'd go around. I went from 8 people at my house, and at first, they were my friends that I called. I called them all from a lot. I hate to pick on the church people, Jim, but I called my friends from church that I known for years, and they said they'd come over about 4 times, and they never came. And I thought they were going to be the people. I mean, if you want to know how many friends you got, have one of these. And if nobody comes, I mean, a friend would at least come to see what my friend's doing. If they don't come, nobody comes 4 times, you got no friends.
You got no friends.
I mean, real friends. I mean, you might have friends that's superficial, but I mean, is that common sense? I'm just telling you what I want to see. So I did that. They didn't come. I said to myself, to my wife, we're 45. We got no friends. We want to go through life for the rest of us. No, I'm going to go meet. If I got to remind people they know me, I'm going to go. Tony, remember I bought paint from you. Well, my name's Bob. It doesn't matter. Have a taste. You got the best paint still on my house. I complimented everybody and I said,
Still on my house.
do you ever think about getting out of here? Ever? I mean, you know a guy that does paint 20 years longer than you? Yeah. Do you ever think that that's going to be you in 20 years? Oh my gosh. He came. The dry cleaner owner came. Some of them came a day early. They were that fired up. I'm just telling you what I did. Okay? Well, everyone else is wondering what I did. That's all I do. We don't sell bottles. We build teams of people. Everybody gets their product shipped to their house. Nobody, you don't see it. If you own your own business, you go start a store of anything. I don't care what store you got to wait for people to come. Here, I can go anywhere I want. My wife met somebody in Singapore, my daughter's ski tournament, sponsored them. They went Hawaiian Blue Diamond. Woo! Okay? But she opened her mouth. Okay? Anyway, I was just saying, that's all we did was hey, Tom, do you remember me? No, let me explain. Your wife's a flight attendant like mine. You ever go to a business type gathering like all the flight attendants and the pilots, like any kind of your career?